is increasingly clear that there is a growing environmental consciousness in society. And we are in the early stages of a transition from an attitude that, in Herman Daly's phrase, treats the earth like a business in liquidation, to one that is committed to preserving the planet's natural capital. The concern for the effects of global warming, pollution, and the need for conserving energy today are no longer the concerns only of environmentalists, but increasingly are the concerns of the industry, governments, and the public. As far as the automobile industry is concerned, the efforts are, and clearly need to be, in the direction of going beyond mere emission compliance. Efforts are being made to work proactively towards reducing dependence on fossil fuels and working with alternative fuels for both energy security and air quality.
Today, globally, the society is extremely hungry for energy efficient, environmentally responsible transportation solutions. And when we look at India, our country is today beginning to see a few years of sustained accelerated economic growth. And as we look at how can India continue to have this accelerated economic growth and how we might do this in ways that are efficient in terms of economy and cost, and at the same time clean in terms of impact to the environment, then I think we all have a huge challenge to address, and a challenge which I think Tata Motors has embraced with a great deal of enthusiasm.
As the country's leading automobile manufacturer, Tata Motors is actively partnering with the industry, government, and other related agencies to promote the use of environmentally sustainable technologies and low-cost emission development strategies. Among the over 1,400 scientists and engineers at the company's Engineering Research Center at Pune and Jamshedpur, an exclusive team is working on special projects that are focused on reducing the utilization of conventional fuels, achieving greater fuel efficiency, and developing greater applications for renewable energy sources. The company has created a roadmap for engine development, technology, and infrastructure requirements. Several of the developments are aimed at meeting future emission regulations. It is already in the process of doubling the number of engine test beds at its Engineering Research Center.
Tata Motors has met the emission norms ahead of requirements and is the first indigenous manufacturer to successfully certify for BS1, BS2 and BS3 norms. We are also confident that we will be able to produce a Euro 4 compliant engine in time for European markets and ahead of Indian timeline requirements.
Tata Motors is also developing incremental level technologies, such as the integrated starter generator. Continuous start-stop of vehicles due to traffic signals and vehicular congestions have been recognized as one of the main causes of fuel wastage in a vehicle.
The belt-driven integrated starter generator as a technology makes it possible for the vehicle to automatically come to a stop at traffic signals and then making it possible to conveniently start off by pressing the clutch pedal. This means at traffic signals the fuel consumption is reduced and obviously the corresponding pollution levels are also reduced.
With the potential for increasing fuel economy by up to 8% and reducing overall emissions by 3%, this technology will have strong environmental benefits. This technology is successfully being prototyped on the Indica. Using the twin benefits of an internal combustion or IC engine that works best at high speeds and an electric motor with zero emission, Tata Motors is all set to demonstrate the first prototype of its hybrid electric car in this year. The vehicle's electric motor drives the vehicle at lower speeds, thus conserving fuel and leading to zero emissions like in rush hour traffic. It runs on both the IC engine and the electric motor for mid-range speeds, and it switches over to the IC engine when driving at higher speeds. At this time, the motor also doubles as a generator to charge the batteries. This results in a phenomenal 20% increase in fuel economy and drastic reduction in emissions. Tata Motors engineers have also built a prototype electric Indica, run as a zero-emission vehicle. This prototype has been used to gain experience with electric traction and control strategies.
Auto majors globally are working on environmental friendly road vehicles, both for personal use and for public transport. In India, auto majors again such as Tata Motors are working on environment friendly vehicle technology.
Tata Motors gave IIT Delhi a vehicle for developing hybrid electric vehicle technologies. This vehicle is performing well with negligible pollution. An area where Tata Motors has already taken the lead in is CNG vehicles. Today, there are over 6,800 Tata CNG buses plying on Delhi roads. Additionally, the company has also developed a wide range of CNG vehicles, including Indica with CNG application and LCV 407 CNG vehicle for bus and truck applications. There is also a considerable amount of work being done by the industry in the area of renewable energy, like working on the development of alternative fuel vehicles. For example, Tata Motors and Indian Oil Corporation have jointly initiated a project that involves the evaluation of biodiesel on the Indica and LCV 709.
Initiative that Tata Motors have taken in terms of promoting alternative fuels like biodiesel is commendable for the simple reason that it has multiple benefits, not just environment, but also the social benefits. If we are promoting biodiesel in our country, like Tata Motors are trying to do, what it means is that our dependence on imported oil reduces to the extent we are able to use biodiesel in our transport sector. The very fact that biodiesel comes from seeds like jatropha means somebody has to grow jatropha trees, collect seeds, so there will be rural employment. So there is a social benefit that goes with it.
2 biodiesel-run passenger cars flagged off from Delhi in the last quarter of 2004 have already covered 2,000 kilometers and are being monitored for emission and performance to understand the capability of existing engines. Tata Motors has already started the e-gasoline program for evaluation of ethanol blend in gasoline vehicles. It is carrying out projects to evaluate the impact of 7% and 10% ethanol in existing gasoline vehicles. The company at this time is also at the threshold of exploring completely different energy sources. Under the chairmanship of Mr. Ratan Tata, the steering committee of the National Hydrogen Energy Board has been empowered to find ways where India may harness hydrogen's potential as the energy of the future.
Of course, the dream of automotive engineers is to have a completely hydrogen-powered, fuel cell-equipped automobile which will have zero emissions of any kind. But while we continue to work towards those goals, several projects have also been undertaken to explore the use of hydrogen in internal combustion engines, combusting hydrogen as a fuel, and in turn resulting in zero harmful emissions.
So during the development, we are also keeping in focus the customer requirements like fuel efficiency, performance, and the maintainability of the vehicle.
Apart from the focus on environmentally responsible products and technologies, Tata Motors also looks at how environmentally clean solutions may be employed in the processes, in the process of producing our products. And towards this end, we have taken great pains to ensure compliance of all of our manufacturing systems to the highest environmental standards. Indeed, a fair fraction of our electricity that is consumed in the works operations is derived from wind farms, and through this, again, finding ways where renewable energy sources may be employed. In summary, one can say that this is an exciting time for any technologist, and all the technologists and engineers at Tata Motors are keenly motivated to find even better solutions that offer improved energy efficiency and improved environmental responsibility in the products and in the processes that we're engaged with.
The task of developing new environment-friendly technologies has begun. With these and many other innovations and inventions in the offing, Tata Motors is working towards creating the future. A future where environmentally sustainable technologies, coupled with non-polluting fuels, will help preserve our environment and enhance the quality of air we breathe.